Nana Fu. Nana Fu is partially based on the late Theodosia Oko, a national icon for the Republic of Ghana, having designed the nation's flag. Peridot. In Steven Universe podcast, Ian Jones Corti and Rebecca Sugar revealed that Peridot's habit of calling people a clod was derived from a joke Ian Jones Corti would do, which was calling people a clod in a weird voice for not understanding or believing in a subject matter. Lapis. Ian Jones Corti revealed in a response to a fan that Lapis hydrokinesis is her weapon, making her the first gem shown to use something other than a tangible item in combat. Greg. In Steven Universe Art and Origins, it is revealed that in early drawings, Greg was called Tom Universe because Rebecca wanted Tom Sharpling to play the role. The name was changed to Greg before approaching Sharpling for the avoiding of awkwardness. Connie. According to a sketch in Steven Universe Art and Origins, her name was originally supposed to be Priyanka, which was later repurposed into her mother's name, Bismuth. Bismuth is the first non-corrupted gem to be proofed by Steven, and according to Steven Universe Art and Origins, Bismuth's design was influenced by the Gorons from Legend of Zelda franchise and by the design of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yellow Diamond. Alongside Pink Diamond and Steven, she is the only gem with healing properties, even being capable of a similar range, going from fixing gemstones and light construct bodies alike. Pearl. Rebecca Sugar has stated that Pearl represents the group dependency stage in the human emotional development spectrum, and Pearl is ambidextrous, shown in Ocean Gem, where she can wield two spears at the same time. Pink Diamond. She is the only known diamond to have shapeshifted. Onion. Rebecca Sugar admits that she doesn't remember what inspired Onion, but that his personality was inspired by her stepbrothers. Vidalia. As with her two sons, Onion and Sour Cream, she shares her name with the Vidalia onion, a variety of sweet onion grown only in the state of Georgia and named for the rural town where they were first grown. Except for her husband Yellowtail, the entire family is named after different types of onions. Yellowtail. Yellowtail is named after the fish of the same name, corresponding to the fact that he is a sailor. Together with Vidalia, Onion, and Sour Cream, his entire family is named after food, sour cream. The equipment Sour Cream uses to DJ in Alone Together was inspired by the composer's skill with chiptune music and was incorporated in the show by Ian Jones Corti. Garnet. According to Rebecca Sugar, Garnet's favorite music is the style's own works. In Steven's birthday, Greg and Garnet are seen looking at their Stellar album. The name and appearance references Shine, the album that earned Estelle her first wave of significant mainstream success, particularly with the song American Boy. Also, Ian Jones Corti's favorite gem is Garnet. Lars. Ian Jones Corti stated that Lars is not white. Lars is of Filipino descent. Lars was originally designed with black hair and a darker skin tone in the pilot. Ronaldo. According to his blog, he has or had a tattoo. He listed it as one of his top 5 regrets. PD. According to the comics, PD and Ronaldo have formed a musical duo called Flying Saucer Landing, in which they both play the theorem. He also plays clarinet according to the 2018 San Diego Comic Con poster. Alexandrite. Her weapon is revealed in a book, Guide to the Crystal Gems. She wields the entire arsenal of all the Crystal Gems weapons, including their fusions. She has not been shown to have her own unique weapon. Andy DeMaio. Andy's surname, DeMaio, is similar to Nick DeMaio's surname, an animation director for the Gem Harvest, as well as the series in general. Aquamarine. According to an episode of the Steven Universe podcast, he is based on Eric Cartman from South Park. Blue Diamond. Rebecca stated that Blue Diamond's character design is meant to look ghostly to get the feeling of her mourning, and draws much influence from Martha Graham's Lamentation ballet dance, along with Fuma Saira from Fiddler of the Roof. Her face and hair designs are also inspired by Leiji Matsumoto's art, to make her come across as a strange presence. Barbara Miller. In Brazil, she is dubbed by a man, Charles Emmanuel, the same voice actor of PD and Jamie. Bill Dewey. Both his name and his son's first name, Buck, are related to money. A buck and a bill are slang terms for paper currency. Buck Dewey. Buck has attended a Montessori school in the past. They involve an alternative educational approach designed to teach children who have difficulty learning in a typical regimented classroom environment. Cluster. The cluster is the only character to have 8 voice actors. Harold Smiley. Storyboard artist Raven Molisi confirmed that Mr. Smiley is gay, making him the first human character to be confirmed as such. And in Steven Universe Art and Origins, concepts for the episode Future Boy Zoltron detail that Mr. Smiley and Mr. Frowny were written to be in a relationship, with notes mentioning they were clearly lovers. Holy Blue Agate. Rebecca Sugar based Holy Blue on Maggie Prescott, a character from the 1957 film Funny Face, and Marion the librarian from The Music Man inspired Holy Blue's look that fits her character. Kevin. Kevin's voice actor previously did the voice of Doug McFarlane and Mitsuri Shinehara in the regular show episodes World's Best Boss and Fool Me Twice. Kiki and Jenny Peter. Kiki and her sister Jenny are both voiced by Regan Gomez Preston, who voiced Roberta Tubbs in Seth MacFarlane's The Cleveland Show. Kofi Peter. The voice Godfrey uses for Kofi was previously used for Mr. Stubborn from an older Cartoon Network series, The Mr. Man Show. Lion. Rebecca Sugar's pet cat is also named Lion. Amethyst. At New York City Comic Con, Rebecca Sugar revealed that Amethyst designs and color palette are based on Adventure Time's Lumpy Space Princess. Due to her earlier work on that show, and according to the Guide to the Crystal Gems, Purple Puma is one of the male forms that Amethyst has experimented with. Malachite. Malachite is the only fusion that technically doesn't have legs, and she has 6 arms, 4 of which act like legs. Nephrite. Nephrite is the only gem to be included in the intro sequence of Steven Universe Future, but not make an appearance in the show itself. The Nephrite's voice actress also voices the Jays and their fusion in Together Alone. Obsidian. Obsidian is Garnet's only known fusion who doesn't wear some variation of her visor. Obsidian is also Ruby and Sapphire's only known fusion to not wear their wedding rings from Reunite. Opal. Opal is the only gem with an exclusively ranged weapon, and she was the first gem to show the ability to bubble gems from a distance without physical contact. Rainbow Quartz. Her appearance bears a striking resemblance to the character Dansei from the 1980s TV cartoon series Gem, Rainbow Quartz 2.0. They were originally going to have a scarf, but that meant Pearl would need a scarf, so the idea was scrapped, and the umbrella was chosen as Rainbow Quartz 2.0's gem weapon, because an umbrella can be defensive when opened, like Steven and Rose's shield, and offensive when closed, like Pearl's spear. Ruby is the birthstone of Rebecca Sugar, and in a reunion podcast, Rebecca Sugar said that Ruby is a self-insert character of herself. Sadie Miller. Sadie is the first human who had proved a corrupted gem, this one in particular being the invincible gem monster. She is also the only human being who had proved said gem without any form of magic intervening. Sapphire. According to an interview with Rebecca Sugar, Sapphire did not always have one eye in her pre-show development. Sardonyx. According to Joe Johnston, he added a gap between Sardonyx's teeth because he also had a slight gap in his. Smoky Quartz. Smoky Quartz is Steven's first fusion with a gem, and they are the first fusion seen on the show that have 3 arms. Spinel. Spinel's existence and backstory were tied to an event in Sugar's childhood. She left a cherished stuffed rabbit in a garden, and when she discovered it half a year later, it had changed independently. This was also the source of inspiration for the song Everything Stays that Sugar composed and performed for Adventure Time. Stevani. According to Rebecca Sugar, Stevani is a metaphor for all terrifying firsts in a first relationship, and what it feels like to hit puberty and suddenly find yourself with the body of an adult. How quickly that happens, how it feels to have a new power over people, or to suddenly find yourself objectified, all for seemingly no reason since you still just you. Sugarlight. Sugarlight is the first seen fusion of 3 different gem types, being made of quartz, a ruby, and a sapphire. Sandstone. Sandstone is the only one of Garnet's fusions not to have defined lips, and is the only crystal gem fusion to have a nose in general. White Diamond. Rebecca Sugar stated in an MAA that White Diamond is personally responsible for the creation of pearls, and Rebecca Sugar took inspiration from the illustrations of Neil Brinkley when designing White Diamond. Steven. All but 4 of Steven's known fusions exclusively use they/them pronouns. This is since they are fusions with either a gem who uses she and her pronouns, or Connie, a female. Of the 4 exceptions, Rainbow Quartz 2.0 also uses he and him pronouns, and Sandstone and Obsidian also use she and her. Dig is the only fusion involving Steven that solely uses he, him pronouns.